Come here. Come here. Come here. London. Okay, so I gave myself a haircut. What do you guys think? It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. Anyway, I'm proud of it, so whatever, I don't care what you think. Hi, I'm Prince Jules MYSM. I live in New York City and welcome back to my channel. I'm a 26-year-old young professional, pug father, and self-proclaimed drama queen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. If you clicked on this video, you're probably thinking about getting a dog, or maybe you already have a dog or just got one, or maybe you have no interest in dogs and you just clicked on it because you have nothing better to do with your time. If that's the case, hi, great. You're my type of person. So today I'm gonna walk you through all the expenses over the past few months, so 2020, all year. I'll break it down. I went through and tracked every single expense, categorized them, and broke them down month by month to get a good picture. You're probably wondering, what kind of dog do you have and where is he? Okay, this is my buddy London. London, say hi. Hi. London, say hi. London is my 6-year-old pug. I've had him for almost the past 6 years. I got him when I lived in Michigan and he's been with me ever since. He's actually really sleepy right now, so I'm gonna put him back down. Having London has changed my life. He's the most loving and nurturing creature, and yes, I said creature. I actually don't really see him as a dog. He doesn't move very much. He mainly sleeps all day and wakes up to eat and go outside. For this video, I'm just gonna focus on this year. He's been relatively healthy this year, thankfully, so the expenses have been pretty manageable. There have been changes in what I've spent on pre the illness and post illness, so I'll break all of this down month by month, so you'll get a sense of how things have changed since we've been on lockdown. Obviously, it's been a little bit cheaper for the past 2 months since I'm not commuting to work and things like that. If you want to find out my expenses raising a dog for all of 2020, keep on watching. So for January, my largest expense was on dog walkers. It was $261 on dog walkers. Now, technically, I'm allowed to bring him to my job, but I live in Brooklyn. It takes me about 30 to 35 minutes to commute, and especially in the morning with the subway very crowded, it can be really stressful. So I often will leave him at home and have a dog walker come in so he can get some fresh air, go outside, make sure his water is refreshed before I get back from work. I'm not including food for this month because I had some leftover food from December, so that will come in next month. But outside of the dog walker, I spent $61 on his doggy health insurance. I won't go into this super detailed in this video. Let me know if that's something you're interested in hearing more about, but I love his health insurance. It's actually saved me thousands and thousands of dollars. In the past few years, he's had to get surgery a couple times, which have cost several $1,000s, almost $8,000 on one occasion, and having health insurance for him has really saved my life. So I don't recommend it for everyone in every situation, but in my situation, I'm obsessed and I will never not have health insurance for him. His health insurance cost me $61 for January. Next is vet expenses. Now he has a recurring monthly bill from his vet that allows for unlimited checkups and visits and certain services like x-rays, dental cleaning, and so on. This month it was $59 for his vet expenses, and it's a really good complement to the health insurance, which covers the more serious reactive visits to the doctor. So total cost for him for January was $382 for the month. Now in February, his largest expense was also dog walking. In February, it cost me about $255 for the dog walkers to come in. And this includes things like tips, by the way. Next biggest expense was grooming. Now, I bathe him and groom him every once in a while, Sometimes I'm lazy about it and I just take him to the groomer. He doesn't require the highest maintenance. It really is just a bath and like de-shed to take off all of the loose hairs. It cost me about $70 for grooming. Next we have the monthly recurring expenses. So the insurance again was $61 and the vet was $59 again. So same as January. Now finally, for his food, I tried a new service called the Farmer's Dog. I kind of fell for a bunch of the Subway ads for it. It's all fresh food, and so they ship the food on, I believe, weekly or a monthly basis. And all you do is kind of serve it and it's fresh and it has to be in the fridge. The pitch for them is that it's supposedly healthier or whatever. I fell for it. It cost $32, but that was a trial. Without the trial, the cost would go up, I believe, to about $60 for a month. I ended up not fully subscribing to it because it was more expensive than what I normally pay for, and I don't think there's any proven evidence, at least not yet, that is really exceptionally healthier than a regular dry dog food. So total for the month of February was $478. So for March is when we see things start to shift a little bit. So things were pretty normal, obviously, the first couple of weeks. And then in mid-March is when New York started to shut down. My job made us now work from home. So things started to shift in my expenses a little bit. For the month of March, dog walker expense was $93. So much lower than the previous months because now I was at home and could walk him myself. So still had the $93, but again, much less than I had spent in prior months. The insurance actually raised their premium, which is really unfortunate. They raised it to $79, so about a $20 increase. They do so every couple years or so. I still think it's worth it. Again, they've saved me several thousands of dollars, so unless they raise it to some really high amount, I'm fine with that increase. Again, I had the vet recurring expenses of $59. Next, I spent $42 on a bag of dog food, dry food. Again, I moved on from the Farmer's Dog, so I decided just to do the Royal Canin. Finally, I have supplies. Supplies were around $50, and that included, I got him a new ear cleaner, a wrinkle cleaner to like wipe his wrinkles and make sure it's all clean in there. So for April, his biggest expense was at the vet. We spent about $125 on a few things. So part of that was obviously the recurring bill I get every month, but also he got his nails trimmed, his anal glands expressed, which is something that dogs need every once in a while. Google it, I'm not gonna explain it, because I literally can't explain it. And finally, we got heartworm prevention pills. So he takes those pills once a month, so that'll last about 6 months. So total for the vet, $125 for this month. Next biggest expense was his health insurance. So again, that was a recurring $79 that I paid. Next, we spent about $20 on supplies. So the supplies this time was some shampoo, a brush, and additional ear cleaner. And finally, we spent about $18 on food for this month. Total expenses for the month, $242. The total to wrap this all up was $1,425 for the first 4 months of the year. So overall, moral of the story, it really varies. I think it's generally been cheaper to have a dog because I don't need the dog walkers as much and I'm here and able to take care of them. It's also, a lot cheaper. There are some months where he gets sick and requires additional attention and things really blow up. So for anyone who's considering a dog, share this video. Hopefully they find it helpful just to set expectations of what you might need. Again, he's a pug, he's pretty low maintenance and doesn't require that much, but still there is an ongoing expense to make sure he's healthy and staying healthy for the long term. Once again, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell button to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.